we'll be looking at dimensioning the finger guide in this tutorial. Dimension size. Some of you haven't been changing this. We've changed to 1/4 of an inch on the dimension text as well as the arrowhead sizes because they need to match. I'll take a look at that again. We only need to be at 2 decimal places for this one, so that changing that precision is something that we'll look at while we're in that dialog box. So in the last video we took a look at creating the orthographic drawing, and now we're going to add our dimensions. If I go to dimension style, I can modify, and the text size, we want to create a 1/8 inch text size. Having the smaller text size allows us to fit the text, the dimension better. We also need to match the arrowhead size. These two need to correspond. They are independent of each other, but we need to match them. In terms of precision for this one, we need to be at 2 decimal places. Overall length, width, and height are great places to start. You have mostly linear dimensions in this one. And I'm going to just start putting length, width, and height on. 0.94. Oh, this is 0.76. We did have a distance down from the top where this 30-degree angle took place. By going with the smaller font size, this is a dimension that we can place in between the arrowheads and in between the extension lines. I'll try to clean that up. Put it in the center. There we go. And some linear dimensions here on the top. 0.19. 0.12 to the center of the radius. And we have dimensions of 0.5. This is not 0.5. I missed the corner. There we go, 0.46. And another dimension of 0.46. I will come back to this radius or linear dimension depending on how we dimension this. I'm going to take care of these little notches in the back side. 0.40 and it's 0.26. So one option is to dimension this in a linear fashion, which is presented from the sheet I handed you. This works out fine. 0.78 is the width of this slot. Another option would be to set the radius. A radius of 0.38 is the same as a 0.78 diameter, which is the same as the distance between these two flat points as being 0.78. Having a radius for this arc of 0.38 is most certainly acceptable. I'm going to stick with the original. But you most certainly could dimension that radius. The only thing really left is this 30-degree angle. And this does take place, angular dimension between these two lines. And being the fact that we have changed the smaller font size, this should fit between the object and the extension line here in the right side view. I have center lines for the arc. I have hidden lines. Let's make that one actually fit. Catching my own mistakes. Overall length, width, and height. I measured this 0.26 at the top. You could measure it down here at the bottom. That would be fine. Everything looks pretty good. But measuring this radius in a linear fashion, and it is one of our dimensioning rules, but you actually aren't measuring the radius, you're measuring the distance from the flat line to the horizontal line to the horizontal line in this top view. So that would be acceptable. This is the finger guide, and making sure that we have all the dimensions for it.